Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today, I thank you for tuning in. This is Peter Michael with WTAMU Channel News. So without hesitation, we're going to jump right in. This is today's forecast for November 18th. Today, we can expect it to be clear with lots of sun. What that means for you is that early on in the morning, it's going to be about 40 degrees. And then throughout the day, it's going to transition. And I'm going to suggest that you dress in layers, right? It's going to jump up to about 64 degrees for the midday and early afternoon. But later on in the evening and throughout the night, it's going to go right back down to those 40 degrees that we were just talking about. Now, we're going to help you out. We're going to give you some helpful hints to tackle the day. Right. Earlier, we mentioned dressing in layers. So what that means is that you could possibly dress up with a light sweater that you might take off throughout the day. Now, I'll be honest with you. That sun is going to be a little brutal, right? It's going to be bright and sunny. So I'm going to suggest that you take some sunglasses and a hat. Now, as the early evening approaches, I would suggest that you maybe take off your jacket, take a light sweater, or even a windbreaker. But I will say this, since we're going to have clear skies, you should most definitely plan the day out so that you can enjoy, maybe make an adventure of it. And we're back. So, do I have a special treat for you today? Yes, I do. So today's date of November 18th, we're going to take it back a notch, right? We're going to go back in time to 1978. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what is the significance about 1978, right? Now, that being said, there's something that swept the nation, right? WeatherSpark, right, says that there was something that swept the nation, and it just happened to be fog and drizzle. Now, along the West Coast, the highest that it was 58 degrees and the lowest of 50 degrees. Now, in the central U.S., we got to 55 degrees and then the lowest of 32 degrees. And then on the East Coast, we got up to 65 and the lowest of 48 degrees. Now, that being said, that light rain and drizzle and fog came across the entire nation. Now, on the West Coast, there was just the drizzle and the fog. And then in the central U.S., it was damp. There's wet areas all around. But on the East Coast, we saw up to, right, 0.31 levels of precipitation, right? So that was the measurement of the rain that fell. Now, that being said, it was a significant day of November 18th, 1978. And I thank you guys for tuning in with me and allowing me to take you back in time. I'm going to go ahead and send this back over to Riley, Red, Brett, and Lavelle back at the station. You guys have a good one. Thank you for tuning in.